Okay, so let's be really honest with ourselves. We spend so much time comparing ourselves with other people. We compare our marriages and our families and our children and our houses and our vacations and our vacation houses and our cars and our clothes and our bodies and even things like our righteousness and our faith. Because we get online and we look at others and we see what we think is perfection. And I hope we understand that what's being presented oftentimes is not really what's going on. But we just feel like we're not good enough. Mark Twain said that comparison is the death of joy. That's true, isn't it? See, the Bible says that the Christian walk is not about comparing ourselves with anybody. In 2 Corinthians 10, verse 12, he says, "For we dare not class ourselves or compare ourselves with those who commend themselves. But they, measuring themselves by themselves and comparing themselves amongst themselves, are not wise." We shouldn't be living our lives by just comparing ourselves to other people. That's just not wise. That's the kind of prideful and arrogant thing that will absolutely destroy your life and destroy your faith or even the church. And in verse 17, he goes on to say, "But he who glories, let him glory in the Lord. For not he who commends himself is approved, but whom the Lord commends." If you conclude somehow that you're okay because you're better than your neighbor in some way, that's just a really dangerous place to be in. Because one day you'll stand before God. And all those things that you value so much and you put so much money and effort and time and energy into, they'll all be stripped away. All of our physical differences will be gone. And it won't matter what somebody else thinks of you or what you think of yourselves. The only thing that will matter in that moment is what God thinks of you. Because if you're not commended by the Lord, you're not approved. We've been called to live our lives before an audience of one. The only thing that we ought to be comparing ourselves to is Christ and his word. He is the standard. He is perfection. He is everything that we ought to want to be. And his word has given us the perfect blueprint for our lives.